the local history which you have never learned before?
Yes, I learned how they grow tea, how they preserve it, and how they pack it.
But have you ever been at Mabera Ganyinamwiru or at the tea estate before?
Yes, but once.
How was your experience for the first time?
It was like I was comfortable. They asked me questions. I answered them very nicely.
Is there any new thing that you're hoping to see that has changed when you go back?
Yes.
So, have you ever been to Mabera Ganyinamwiru?
Yes, but like once.
In which class were you by then?
I was in P4.
Okay, were you in this school or in another one?
I was in another school. And the last two I had was horrible.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
My name is Asima Cordelia. I'm from P5 and I'm so happy to be here with you all.
So what are you expecting from this tour?
I'm expecting to learn, have fun with friends, and also visit some places I've never been to, like the tea factory.
Okay, so of all the places that they talked about, have you ever been to any of them?
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm a vegan in Tooro.
And what was most interesting there?
Well, it was the waterfalls. I got wet. It was so nice to be there and I learned so much there. I saw like the bedroom was so small, like yeah.
So are you hoping to make any memories in this tour?
Yeah, like I'm hoping to make so much memories. Like 20 years from now, I'll be remembering and say like, yeah, I went to this place with my friends once.
Okay, so what are you expecting to see at the tea estates?
Well, how they make tea, because I don't know, like I see them as leaves. I don't know how they make the tea. So that's what I'm expecting, especially that.
Okay, and do you think they're going to sample us with a taste of their tea?
I hope so.
Okay, so do you think you're going to learn any new history about the places we're going to visit?
Yeah, I think I'm going to learn so much.
Okay, thank you for coming. Thank you for staying tuned to the Kids Talk Show. Don't forget we're here at Green Circle School. You can watch us anytime, anywhere. Just download the 4TV app or go on our social media platforms, that is Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and so many others, and we'll always be there. We are proudly sponsored by Nyamata Collections, dealers in bridal gowns, in jewelry, and so many others. Thank you for watching 4TV.
Chamani omu Uganda amahanga gagiro rahoga atuchikawerekera kita boruke yamwite tumbeke kirale tugare Tooro mu byafayo ekirale cyo kusomesa Tooro yali cyo kuroraho garuhuma yali university kitara hati mu matendekero abayituma bebyo buleme no butegeki unuka gali matwale embuga hazitangatanganire mihanda yona noho yayolekeza ekirale cyawe kiraha ubu kirale bwinaze mwenge giyona gali machokente ebyamakane bibanja nyine kana kagongo kona baitu watino hura mpikiza ndabe omukampu no mubiseni iwe nk'omuntu tembura kandyo yombekenju osomesa abana byale emiti handika ebitabo batere bizine kirale ky'obumanzi ekinyakulinde hanga abanyamwenge zali njokizibwa na muro ekirale kyabwe ekirale kyawe kiraha ubwo ekirale bwinazi bubi nekimayisa kolifanohera ekirale ekyomwebembezi wawe ekirale kya Tooro kikabura nkahamwebwe mutombeka ekirale oli mwebembezi weziringire kizibu kimaleho kyoleka ekirale kyawe abantu bakimanyire fokamanze ochungule kichweka baza amazima tungule kube kutero tasora kwedinira okahwerekerezi hanga kwenulisiriza nguba kuheba hasa kukabembe hukunosemeza abantu yombekese engudo lunde chombe kuba kwitukege sakira abantu enkurakura natemo olugenda bakukuragire.
Hello dear viewers, thank you for staying tuned to 4TV. My name is MUHIMBO Christian. Please do not forget, I am your host for today. We are proudly sponsored by Nyamata Collections, dealers in bridal gowns, in jewelry, and in so many others. You can watch us on all our social media platforms, let that be Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and so many others, and we'll always be there. We have just been from Buzira Kasagama Tea Factory, Tea Estate, and I am here with two guests, and they are going to tell us what experience they have had for the day that they have spent. Let me allow them to introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Abgaba Newton. I study from Green Circle School. I'm in P6.
My name is Annabelle Noella. I'm in P5 and I study from Green Circle School.
Thank you. So let me begin with you, Newton. What is your experience? How have you experienced the journey that we have traveled so far, where we have seen how the tea is made? I remember earlier when I interviewed you, you said that you were very excited. So what have you learned from that experience?
I learned that there is a plantation of tea leaves where they are right there. There are some workers that harvest the tea leaves, put them in their bags, then they sort them. After sorting them, there's a truck that just comes there, removes the tea leaves, puts them in the back, and then takes them to the factory. And the factory helps the tea leaves to manufacture the leaves from how they were to how they are now, in the way they are.
Thank you, Newton. How about you, Annabelle? What was your experience?
First of all, when I entered there, it was so fresh. I was among the first people to enter there. It smelled so fresh, like mint. And then we went on stairs, and then there were like these small cups there. There are controls here. Then there were like these small cups that show the quality of the tea leaves. Then they're giving out, touching your hand. And then they were like so hot. Then I looked at them, how they were like sieved. Yeah.
So did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course.
So now that we are here at Maberega Nyinamwiru, what do you expect to see?
I expect to see how the breasts from Maberega Nyinamwiru were formed. Want to know how the milk comes out of them, and I want to know how the process that formed the hills, the mountains, and I want to see how they climbed the ranges of Mount Rwenzori.
How about you? What are you expecting to see here?
Beautiful hills, yeah, and I'm also expecting to see waterfalls and taking pictures and being with my friends, and also being around here. It's so cool and quiet and very beautiful.
Well, in that case, what are we waiting for? Let us go now to see the beautiful scenery that this place has prepared for us. Stay tuned and stay entertained.
At first there was the Tembuzi Empire, but later on the Chwezi came here and succeeded the what? The Tembuzi. And they also believed that the Chwezi were demigods. They were not really human beings like us. Yes, sometimes they used to be like human beings, but they change themselves into different things. Like today you could meet a human being, tomorrow find the cows eating on the hills, another day like you find the fire lighting in the bush, another day you just hear like the wind blowing. Those were the Chwezi, that's why they call them demigods. Okay? And now this place of Amabega Namwili where we are, they believe that it was occupied by those Chwezi from around 13th and 15th century. Those are decades of gas, long time ago. There is another place called Nigolia Kenya, I think you've heard of that place. It's in Zimbabwe. It's where those Chwezi are put their main administration. So some of them, they were scattered, they were staying in this region. And now this place here, they believe that it was owned by the king of the Chwezi dynasty called Bukuku. But that king called Bukuku, before he became a king at first, he was serving as the gatekeeper, the underground king called Misaza. Then on the earth there were another lady. She was a queen, she was called Namiyonga. She was ruling the earthly empire. And she was a friend of Bukuku, the gatekeeper. So one day Bukuku decided to come and visit Namiyonga, the queen of the earth. When he reached on the ground, he found Namiyonga, the friend she had gone, to visit another friend in the foreign place. So the servants of Namiyonga, they waited for her to come back and attend the friend Bukuku at the house. Like unfortunately what happened, the place where she went, she didn't come back, she disappeared from there. Since they were told you to disappear. Bukuku, since he was a gatekeeper, the underground king, he had already gained some skills of leadership. So he came back on the ground and he used those same skills and conquered the palace of Namiyonga. He became the what? The king of the earth. So after a period of time, he produced a princess. That princess was named Nyamata. She was named Nyamata because she was very beautiful, like milk. You know Nyamata, that's milk. Yes. And after another period of time, she was also named the second name, Nyinamwiru. She was named Nyinamwiru because she spent most of her time in the Bible. You know the Bible? The servants or the slave. She was named the mother of the servants because, or the mother of the slave, because she could take care of the what? Of the slaves. She could spend most of her time in the what? In the slaves. That's why they named her Nyinamwiru. And even she ended up falling in love with a servant called Isimbwa, who was taking care of cows. But Bukuku, as the king, as the dad, at first he had got a dream that if it happens the princess, Nyamata gives birth to a baby boy. That baby boy is the one who was supposed to become the what? The king. And for him as the king, he was supposed to be killed. So now he had to find all means how he could live on to the mission. By looking for the man who could not impregnate the princess. But the princess, she disappointed the dad, she had to continue in a serious relationship with a servant. I get to the point. With a servant. So the king was very annoyed. He decided to deform the daughter by chopping off her breast so that Simba, the boyfriend, can lose interest in that girl. That's what the king did. He chopped off the breast of the daughter and threw them in one of the caves down there. So geographically, during the rock formation, those rocks I was talking about were the stones. They came and formed like those shapes of the what? Of the breast. And are the ones we call the breast of Nyinamwiru. Sometimes, like during rainy season, people, they go down there, they get surprised. They feel like the nipples of the breast are busy dripping that milky stuff. They are dripping milk, okay? But if you have to go back on the side of science, there is a way we explain it, okay? But what you have to know, we call it now milk. You find the breast of Nyinamwiru are dripping what? Milk. So by the time the king chopped off the breast of the princess, she was already pregnant. Now he had to order his servants to go and construct a house where they could hide the princess until she gave birth. But unfortunately, the baby was a boy. And he had to also order his servants again to go and kill the what? The baby boy. The servants who were given the order to kill the baby boy, instead of killing the boy direct, they went and made something like a basket. So they placed the baby and they had to throw him in the what? The swamp. Okay? Behind there is a swamp called Kamutezi. Okay? So the servants, they went and threw that baby boy in the what? In the swamp. Then in the swamp there, they believe that there was a man called Charubumbi. Charubumbi means someone who makes pots out of clay. He was excavating clay to go and make what? Pots. You saw basket, that basket floating on what? On water. You move towards that basket, inside of it, upon there is a baby boy. So he rescued that baby boy, started taking care of him. So that baby boy grew up knowing Charumbo was the father. But when he reached at a certain age, he was named Ndahura. If you ever heard of that name, Ndahura, he was named as Ndahura. So Ndahura grew up knowing Charumbo was their father. But after a period of time, the information started coming out. They told the boy that Charumbo is not your father. Your father is Simba and your grandfather is Kuku the king. But Kuki didn't want you to replace him. That's why he wanted to kill him. So this younger boy, like, he felt hungry. Like, you know, he used to graze Charumbi's cow. Like the place where he used to take them to take the water. It's where also Bukuku's cows, the grandfather, used to come and drink the water from. They were sharing one point. So this younger boy, after letting his cows to drink the clean water, he could make it dirty or disorganized, so that Bukuku's cows can come and take what? That water. And the servants of Bukuku, they went back and reported to him at the power. For him as the king, he wanted to reach in the swamp to reach that younger boy who was stubborn like that. When he reached in the swamp, he started stating what with the what? The grandson. So he got annoyed and picked a spear to spear the grandson. But he missed. The grandson picked a spear and speared him. He died. The boy ended up becoming the what? The king, as it was in the play. So that is the brief history I can give you about Amavereganinamuiru. Okay? So down there, we are going to see the Nyakasura Falls. We are going to see the falls. We are going to see the rocks that are growing, the ones that look like stalagmites and stalactites. We are going to see the Mavero Vinyinamuiru. We are going to see the breads for the dogs. Those dogs that used to provide security that keep house with bees. And those bees, they still exist down there, okay? Yeah. We are going to see the udder of the Ogo cow. You know the material that they are dining cow for the Ogo. So we have like its udder there. And we are going to see like the face of the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee that used to play with the princess, holding Yamata or Nyinamuiru when she was still younger than this cow. Then there is another third cave. It's all going to find a small cave. Inside of it is where they build the king used to sleep. Next to that bedroom, there's another big cave. They call it a conference hall, where there were 12 could gather themselves and have the meeting. Then after this side, we shall have to go for another activity. We are going for hiking that side up. We are going to find the volcanic features, like crater lakes, the lava dam lake, the calderas, and the conical hills or volcanic hills.
Ekirale ky'obumanzi ekinyakulinde hanga abanyamwenge zalinzo kizibwa na muro ekirale kyabwe senkulu ekirale kyabwe kirahanga ubwo ekirale bwinazi bubi ekimanyisa kolifano hera ekirale ekyomwebembezi wawe ekirale kya Tooro kikaburanka hamwe bwe mukombe kekirale oli mwebembezi weziringire kizibu kimaleho kyoleke ekirale kyawe abantu bakimanyire fokamanze okyungule kitweka bazamazima tulule kube kutero tasora kwedinira okahwerekere zihanga kwenulisiriza nguba kuheba hasa kugabembe hungunosembeza abantu yombekese engudo lunde kyombe kuba kwijukege sakira abantu enkurakura natema olugenda bakukuragira ekirale kyawe kiraha ubulwa ekirale bwinazi bubi.
Hello our viewers, thank you for staying tuned to the Kids Talk Show. This is Green Circle School. We're at the top of Chaganywa Hills. We climbed from the bottom and it was really tiresome. Now I'm going to interview a few children to see what their experience was.
Hello.
How was your experience climbing up the hill?
It was very tiresome. I don't even have energy right now. I'm panting like a dog. Everyone is crying for water.
Do you think this was beneficial to our health or something?
Yeah, we are getting energy because we have done a lot of exercise from down there to up here. It has been a long walk.
You know, after doing such kind of an exercise, we always get some pains in the legs, in the arms. So, how are you going to get rid of that?
I'll just rest for a little while, then I shall continue with my adventure.
Okay, so thank you for accepting to be interviewed. Please introduce yourself.
Hi audience, it's me. My name is Masige Isaac. I study from Green Circle School and I'm a P7 candidate.
Thank you. So, how was your experience climbing this hill?
Oh, it felt so tiresome, especially with gravity opposing me. From a distance, the hill looks easy to climb, but my man, to tell you the truth, it was as difficult as chewing a bun.
That is really funny. So how do you think this is beneficial to all children like yourself?
I think this exercise will enable children to get rid of fatigue, and it will encourage them to get more involved in physical exercises.
Do you think you're going to get a chance to do something like this again?
Several, because I've been to this place more than 25 times.
What do you think about the scenery? You see behind us we have a lake and it's very beautiful. What do you think?
I think the scenery is really beautiful, and it's the reason why they call Uganda the Pearl of Africa.
Amen. Thank you for, how was your experience climbing up the hill?
It was very tiresome. I don't even have energy right now. I'm panting like a dog. Everyone is crying for water.
Do you think this was beneficial to our health or something?
Yeah, we are getting energy because we have done a lot of exercise from down there to up here. It has been a long walk.
You know, after doing such kind of an exercise, we always get some pains in the legs, in the arms. So, how are you going to get rid of that?
I'll just rest for a little while, then I shall continue with my adventure.
Okay, so thank you for accepting to be interviewed. Please introduce yourself.
Hi audience, it's me. My name is Masige Isaac. I study from Green Circle School and I'm a P7 candidate.
Thank you. So, how was your experience climbing this hill?
Oh, it felt so tiresome, especially with gravity opposing me. From a distance, the hill looks easy to climb, but my man, to tell you the truth, it was as difficult as chewing a bun.
That is really funny. So how do you think this is beneficial to all children like yourself?
I think this exercise will enable children to get rid of fatigue, and it will encourage them to get more involved in physical exercises.
Do you think you're going to get a chance to do something like this again?
Several, because I've been to this place more than 25 times.
What do you think about the scenery? You see behind us we have a lake and it's very beautiful. What do you think?
I think the scenery is really beautiful, and it's the reason why they call Uganda the Pearl of Africa.
Amen. Thank you for watching us. Please stay tuned because the adventure is not over yet. I am here with one of the tour guides of this wonderful place. Let me allow him to introduce himself.
My name is Labbon and the tour guide at Camp Bessel. What we call it Amabere Ganyina Mwili.
So, I would like to ask you a few questions. When was this place first gazetted to be like a tourist attraction?
So it has been like almost 25 years. When you calculate it back, you get the real time. So this place we have 25 years as a company.
Okay, so how are these lakes formed?
So first of all, we have lakes. One lake we call it Lake Chigele, another one we call it Lake Wabikele. Those are crater lakes. Crater lakes, we all know that they have salty water, so they have no inlet and outlets. As I talk, salty lakes, they don't have fish simply because salty water does not support the growth of fish. Crater lakes are formed when eruption occurs. It is formed as a result of volcanicity. Volcanicity happened a long time ago. As we all know that within the earth crust we have great heat and pressure in the mantle, what we call hot magma. It's when the blood materials, it's when that made this hill. So with time we all know that long time ago the area was originally flat, but because of volcanicity and its urgent eruption, it's what caused this eruption and the creation of this hill. So these are erupted materials from down here and down this side from Lake Wabikele and Lake Chigele. So Lake Saka is not a crater lake. Simply, it is a lava-dammed lake. Originally, we believe there was a river that was crossing from the other side, but due to volcanicity, it blocked some parts, and finally here there was a swamp, then the swamp was filled with water. So we call this lake as Lake Saka. So Lake Saka, its spelling is S-A-A-K-A. It is the second deepest lake in Uganda, as we have. Deepest lake. So where we are, it is called Cheganywa Hill. Means in English it is difficult hill. It is the highest hill that we have here in Fort Potro. So it is 1,665-68 meters above the sea level. As you have heard, the name is called Cheganywa. I hope everyone is tired. What we call it in Okuzwaha.
So, what challenges as a tourist attraction, these lakes and other tourist attractions here, what challenges do you face as the protectors of this place?
So first of all of the challenges that we meet, so sometimes as we are conserving, as you have seen some people who are selling some items here, we as conservation, we don't allow littering of garbages, including those plastic bottles. This is one of the most challenges we have here, as most people they sell their things, but in the evening they don't pick their rubbish. Another one, here on Lake Saka, as we are conserving, people they call out overfishing, especially during night time. So, but as they carry fishing, they also take the young fish. So, but this is a big challenge that we have here.
And how are you fighting to overcome the challenges that you've mentioned?
So first of all, we as a company at Camp Bethel, every morning we try to clean, to pick some rubbish. There are some cleaners that we have there. Another one, here on fishing, as you have seen there, we have a barracks. They are always carrying out security during night time, such that they can see whoever that is carrying out fishing at night, such that they can control that problem of fishing young fish and even overfishing.
Okay. So how do you manage every time?
Oh, that one. According to me, according to our company, they are employing young people with old people. Old people, they are feeding young people with Siole work. Then we young people, we still have energy. Me as I was studying, I studied a course called Wildlife Tourism, plus a supplement of paramilitary training. Under 2 years, where I was studying, where I got a diploma from, I was studying at a certain school in Kasese called Uganda Wildlife Research and Training Institute, the school for UWA. So the company is employing me simply because I have that element of paramilitary. I can manage to climb this hill 10 times a day.
Wow. Okay, so apart from the lake and the hill which we are on, which other physical features are here that are well known?
So according to here, physical features that you can see, we have also conical hills as you see them. Conical hills, we call them conical hill, as you see they are in conical shape. Down between those conical hills we have a crater, but it is a dormant crater. When I talk of a dormant crater, it has no water. So it's another attraction. Also when we reach here, among the attractions that we have, people they are not aware that this side we have a Mountain of the Moon University. So where you are seeing small vehicles there, it is called the Mountain of the Moon University. And that name originates from this mountain Gwenzol. It is also known as Mountain of the Moon simply because it is near Mountain Gwenzol. Okay, even Mount Rwenzo, it starts from here, Bundubujo, Ntoloko, here in Fort Potro, as we know as it is Kabalole, then another district, then finally to Kasese.
Okay, thank you so much for accepting this interview. Please stay tuned because our adventure is not over yet. This is MUHIMBO Christian. Thank you for watching.
Ekirale chawe kiraha ubulwe ekirale bwinazi bubi negemanisa polifano hera ekirale chawe kiraha ubulwe ekirale bwinazi bubi negemanisa polifano hera ekirale ekyomwebembezi wawe kirinka ekirale kyatoro kikaburanga hamwe mutombeke ekirale ekyomwebembezi wawe kirinka ekirale kyatoro kikaburanga hamwe mutombeke ekirale kyayo kyali kyamaani omu Uganda amahanga gagirorahoga ati kikawerekera kita murukeyo mwije tombeke ekirale tugare Tooro mu byafaayo ekirale ky'okusomesa Tooro yali kyokuroraho Galuhuma yali university ya Kitara hati mu matendekero abayituma b'ebyobuleme n'obutegeki kunuka gali.
Hello dear viewers, and thank you for staying tuned to 4TV. We are here at Bundubujo at the corners, and I'm here with Newton again. And would you just look at the beautiful scenery behind me? This is the Great Rift Valley, and it is so amazing. One would dream to be in a place like this. This excursion has been so wonderful. We have learned so many new things, starting from the tea estate until now, and everything just looks so spectacular. How about you, Newton? What do you think about this place?
This place looks very beautiful. As you can see the trees, the savanna vegetation of Uganda, and you can see the people there living. You can see houses and very beautiful plants there.
So, would you like to come back and visit this place anytime soon?
Yes, I would like, because it looks like a good place to stay in. Plus, I heard that in Bundubujo they grow cocoa, and cocoa can make a business for you and give you money.
So, are you planning on growing cocoa one day?
Yeah, I'm planning of growing cocoa one day, and I'm planning of doing many things.
So, are there any places that you know that has such beautiful scenery like this?
Yeah. When we went in Kampala at Entebbe Zoo, there was where they were keeping the animals, where the gorillas were. It was a very beautiful place, and it looked very good.
Okay, please, I would like to say thank you to our viewers who have been watching. Please stay tuned as I bring another person to be interviewed. Hello, our dear viewers. I'm here with Teacher Ivan, one of the teachers in Green Circle School. He's actually the DOS, the Director of Studies, and I'm going to ask him a few questions. So, please say hi to the viewers.
Yeah, it's a very nice moment that we are here, and I would like to say hi to every person who is viewing us, and please have a nice view of whatever we are going to talk about, share. So have a nice stay with us at such a time.
So let us begin with the reason why you brought us out. Why did you set this special day to bring us to all these places that we have visited?
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, for us, for a number of times, we have been having lessons in classes, and we've been having what we call theory, and we have been telling children such kind of features. So such a time, this is a time, that's when we realize that we need to have these children go out and have to look at what we always tell them in class. And now, like for this case, we are here to view the Rift Valley. This is the western arm. And so we want them to really look at what normally tell them in class. They look at it physically so that they may now from there build on to what we normally tell them in class. Thank you.
Okay, how long has it been since you last did something like this?
Something like this, we normally do such, but I think we normally do such kind of arrangement, but different areas. I remember last time when we had one, some 2 years back, we were here. Last year we had to take children to a certain bakery somewhere, and they also had to learn how to look at how bread and other stuffs are made. That is the things concerning cakes, things concerning cookies and whatever. So this time around we said let us again come back to Rift Valley, because this lot that we have brought this time around, most of them they were not part of the other group that we came with the other time.
And how about the children who remained at school? What do you advise them to do so as to also join something like this?
My advice to some of the members, actually a few of them who remained at school, the reason as why some of them remained is that some of them were unable to be part of this. But my advice is, next time if such an activity happens, I would like to advise the parents that they make arrangements early enough so that all children become part of this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sparing your time to talk with us, and thank you viewers for viewing us all this time. We wish you a blessed day. Goodbye. Back with another teacher who is of Green Circle School by the name's Teacher Dennis, and I would like to ask him a few questions. So how do you think this is beneficial to the children?
Thank you, our host. It is beneficial to the children because they have learnt a lot. Some of them they have been hearing about Ndaura, Nyinamwiru, Bachwezi. So when we went to Maberega Nyinamwiru, they have learnt a lot. Then when we came here, they have seen the Rift Valley, they have seen the problems, they have seen how people are climbing mountains. So to the SST department, children have benefited a lot.
So which other places would you advise them to go during their holidays?
During their holidays, I advise them to go to Chisoro, to see like Lake Obunyonyi. They go to Chitagata, the hot springs. We go to these hot springs of Sepuya. They go to national parks, so that what they have been learning, they are able to see them by themselves.
Okay, thank you for sparing your time, and thank you viewers for watching. It has been a pleasure having you. My name is MUHIMBO Christian. Once again, I am your host. I was your host for today, saying goodbye.
Ekirale chawe kiraha ubulwa ekirale binazi bubi negemanisa polifano hera ekirale chawe kiraha ubulwa ekirale binazi bubi negemanisa polifano hera ekirale ekyomwebembezi wawe kirinka ekirale kya Tooro kikaburanga hamwe mutombeke ekirale ekyomwebembezi wawe kirinka ekirale kya Tooro kikaburanga hamwe mutombeke ekirale kyayo kyali kyamaani omu Uganda amahanga gagirorahoga
The path of education, singing and dancing with joy together, uniting for a better Uganda. Come tomorrow and get a bottle of soda. Come tomorrow and get a bottle of soda. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, say I am. Face to face.
Fort TV.